All right. Well, I'm gonna just keep doing updates and just kind of keep the momentum on this thing, um, because this thing is all about momentum. I'm saying it's actually trash day today. Uh, it's all framed up now, and inspection was passed for just the framing, right? You see, I also brought in windows on the outside. I built around the rim of the window what they call a buck. It's basically what you put the window into. So I'll be able to put windows in here shortly. Um, the inspection went well. He was really quick. I mean, he said he's been doing this for 30 years. He came in, I had my drawings out there over there in the corner now, but I had the big drawings, and he told me, by having like these big drawings like on the big paper, that already kind of showed a level of professionalism, and he was basically saying you'd be surprised what he sees. Um, and then so he didn't really kind of hammer home a lot of the things. I mean, you kind of look up, there's the top plate, and I have a double top plate on here, if you can see it. So it's actually two plates up there. And then the studs, and I'm going to just get into a little bit of construction. The studs go every 16 inches. And then these right here are called joists. And what happened here is what you would call sistering the joist. So if you can see, that old joist is in there. That old joist is still in there. But I added new joists to it, right? So all of these got sistered with new joists. So in effect, this is new construction, right? So the actual inspection that I had was a new construction rough, or a rough inspection for new construction. He did tell me one thing though. He said that the stairs needed to be geometrical because as people walk up and down the stairs, they by memory kind of step down on each of the steps or whatnot. So you kind of do it by memory. So you need each of the stairs to be of equal length or whatever, geometrically. That was his only complaint. I mean, my carpenter, I told him he doesn't get the rest of his money until those are complete and I pass inspection. So that's what that's tied to. All the rest of this now, I mean, he just came in here, everything was good. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing out here. This is actually what I've been working on. So I'm actually leveling out the floors here. So if you can see, I'm kind of like building the floor up, right? So it's just kind of being built up right here. And I'm adding 2x4s, so that makes the length of this floor, the height of it, this damn near the same here. Boom, boom, right? When you're stepping out, I'm gonna take this middle plate out right here. That's just wood. I'm gonna just cut that out, and you'll see that these are just gonna be like, just kind of a seamless entryway, because you'll seamlessly have what will actually be constructed as a closet back here, right? And I'm just building out the exterior of the closet now, right? So I'm building out the framing for that. I'm gonna finish that here. All of these walls will then be insulated. So that's the one thing that is kind of killing me now is insulation. So, I mean, insulation costs are like crazy. Like, since I have 2x10s, right? I sister in these 2x10s here. You can put extra insulation in between there because you have more space. Before, these was like 2x4s holding the roof up, right? Now you got a lot more sound of a structure. So all of this needs to be insulated. All of these cavities will be insulated, right? Now, my insulation budget was like, I think I put down somewhere closer to 1,000. And this is probably going to be somewhere closer to like 10,000. So I got to figure out, one, what is code calling for, and then what is it that inspectors are calling for? Because, and then are there any tax incentives, any tax rebates? The other thing I'm doing is I'm talking with my, so this is, let me give you a little bit of the business piece of this too, because I think that's important. Managing this is all about managing cash flow. And right now, I'm looking at needing to come up with maybe an additional 20K, and that puts me at an all-in cost of 180,000, plus the 40K to acquire. So I'm at 220. And that's a very clear-eyed, realistic view of the budget, because I can price everything else out. I priced out cabinets. I priced out, putting together the bathrooms. I priced out drywall. I priced out the backyard. I priced like the fence back there, right? Like the projects now are a lot more clear. Like you know what you got to do, right? Some of these I can take on, some of them I can't. Now this 20K. Now this is the real shit. Now, that 20K is going to cost you. But if I go to a hard money lender, and because, I do still have a W-2 and I'm still, a high earning W-2 employee, and, you can kind of see what I'm working towards, you have opportunities for high interest loans. I'm talking about like credit card high. Loans. But it's like, okay, if I take 8K to get the installation done, and I just take that 30% hit maybe 2 months, because the reality it is, I only got to get this to appraisal. I only got to get this property to appraisal, right? Appraisal is the most important thing, because once you get the property appraised, then you can get a traditional mortgage on it, right? But you will call it a cash out refi, right? So I would cash out refi this property, and then, I'll pay back all of the outstanding debts that I have, pay myself back, and then I got a mortgage for, maybe I'll just do the mortgage for 200K, right? And I just leave 20K of my money in here, right? Then I got a mortgage for 200K that I got to figure out what to do with. But okay, I could either rent it out, or I could hold that bag, or I could live here, right, and rent my place out in the West Loop, and then just wait until it sells, right? So that really just has me here, living here until it sells, and that's what I really kind of think my strategy is going to be at that point, because honestly, if I live here, it gives me the ability to honestly complete a lot of these projects. Once there's insulation and drywall up here, it's going to be like a crib. The only thing is my plumber is running behind, and he's the one that I really need to get on top of. So I'm gonna have to just have a frank conversation with him just to see if he's cut out to really kind of do this. So that's where we are. I mean, it's going to take definitely some more energy and effort to get it over the hump. But once it gets insulated in here, I mean, it's just going to it'll feel really good, because the heat, no energy will be lost out of the walls and stuff. And then I'll be able to turn my furnace on once the installation is in. So that's the update. We're gonna keep this thing going strong. Happy New Year's to everybody out there with goals and ambition and is chasing something that's bigger than them. Cheers to that. And we all connected in this journey of building value and building greatness and doing purposeful things for this world. Blessings. Subscribe. If you made it this far, you should definitely subscribe. Subscribe.